What's up, Okay, that was weird. What's up, everybody? I started a weird intro, but I'm just going to go with it. My name's Kim Congdon. Welcome to another episode of Broad Topics. I'm here with my co-host,
Alex Scarlato.
And it's another week. It's a fresh-ass day. It's a
nice-ass day.
It's a nice-ass day.
Like, I was outside today. I was letting my little shoulders be under the sunlight.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It was the first time. I went for, we had to go somewhere at work today. We had to go on set, and set was an hour walk away, and we walked. We were all like, let's just walk. And we walked the Brooklyn Bridge. I've never done that
that's
before.
Nice. I've never done that.
It was really fun.
That sounds fun. I feel like the view is probably dope.
I took over 11,000 steps today.
Nice.
Wild.
Getting that vitamin D.
That's true. And like, dude, I fucking gained so much weight this winter.
Did you?
Yeah, I weighed myself like right before I got here at Equinox, and I weighed 16 more pounds than I did at Skankfest last year.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Did it all go to your ass?
No.
I mean, your ass looks popping.
Yeah, my ass is popping because there's extra fat everywhere.
It looks amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, you were pouring water before, and I was like, whoa, stop looking at it. This is like getting awkward. I was like literally in my head, I was like, if you look longer, people are going to notice, and it's going to be a thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Good.
Looks great.
Thank you. That's the goal. But like, it's crazy to think about what 17 pounds is. Like, they show you at the gym like what a pound of fat is, and it's like this big.
Well, because
17 of those are in my body.
17 pounds, you could picture like it's a baby who's lived a few months, right?
Yeah.
Like Dave's baby is probably not quite 17 pounds yet.
She's probably like,
right?
like a little, yes. It's that spread all around my body.
So you've gained a Dave's baby.
I've gained a Dave's baby, like in like specific parts of her body, all over my body. That's weird. That was a weird way to do that. You know what I mean?
So like picture her little like hands just being part of Kim's tits now.
Her hands are my tits. Her arms are my arms. Her legs are my legs.
What used to be Kim's nipple is now Kim's boob, and the baby's hand is now Kim's nipple. Picture it that way.
This seems wrong. But it's crazy. And it's so hard. I just want to like...
Do you feel like it went to your boobs too, though?
I feel like a very little bit. Why do my boobs look bigger?
I don't know, but I would
Alex,
like... That's something I'd be excited for.
I feel like a little bit went to my boobs. A little bit went to my butt. I would say out of 17 pounds, if I were to break it down...
Let's break this down, bitch.
I'd say 3 pounds on boobs and ass each.
Each?
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Is that a lot?
No, that's fucking... I mean, yeah. I feel like that's a decent amount.
If I was spreading out.
6 out of your 17 pounds.
I would say 10 on my waist. Not good.
But like, ass like...
And then
is important for that.
You know what?
Like,
I take away.
You're a thick bitch. You don't look bad.
My ass gained 3 pounds. My titties gained a pound. Okay.
Each?
Yeah.
I'll give them one each.
No.
A pound each is a lot.
They're
for
not even getting
if you
that.
think about it.
My titties gained a pound together. My ass gained 3. That's 4. I would say 10 on my waist. That's 14. And I would say a pound on each arm.
But like, you have to imagine your weight actually spreads like evenly. Like you
Does
gain,
it?
Yeah, I think so. I think you gain a little in your thighs, a little in your forearms and like upper arms. These areas, like
my face gains some weight.
When people like really gain weight, you start to notice that like you actually gain weight in here and in your back and shit. Like you don't notice it until someone gets mega fat, but then you're like, oh, people do store weight in there.
I literally see how fat I'm getting by this roll in my back. And when I'm skinny, it's not there.
You've got a fat roll that you monitor.
Yeah, and like my mom knows it too.
Oh, no.
It's from my mother because every time I come home, she's like, "I know by your back roll if you gain weight," and that's where I picked it up.
That's fucking mean.
I know.
That'll give you a fucking complex.
And I have one.
Jeez.
And you're welcome. Here I am spitting on people.
I started working out recently.
What?
I'm trying to get that ass back.
Okay, I was stalking you so far down your Instagram that I almost liked a picture to be funny, but I was like, I'm so far down that far down that I was getting frustrated that I couldn't go down faster. Yeah. And I was like, I saw different hairstyles for you.
Whole different lifestyle. The further back you go, you're like, who is this person?
If you guys, I'm telling you right now, if you go on Alex's Instagram and you scroll all the way down
at I am Alex Scar.
I am Alex Scar. Scroll all the way down. You will see these fucking great ass shots she has. She's fucking like a whore. She's got blonde hair. It's long. She looks like a slut. It's fucking the best.
That was great.
I
miss those days. That was having fun.
I have this weird, I'm sorry I keep moving. I have this weird cramp in right now. It just came. It's like a Charlie horse in the back roll that I just talk shit about. Oh, no. And I feel like it heard me.
Talk shit about your back rolls.
I feel like it heard me and now it's cramping.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, you want to talk shit?
They're always listening. That's why I gotta get rid of them.
I guess.
Otherwise, they're just always listening.
I guess.
God damn, that back roll's out to get you, girl. It's not, I mean, I think you look fucking great. I think you look thick.
Thank you.
Thick.
Thicky thick.
I think you look beautiful.
Thank you.
I wish you could like transfer a few pounds to me.
I wish I could too.
How beautiful.
That would be a great.
What a sexy ass podcast we would be if you could just transfer a couple pounds.
Oh my God. If we could split if I could just gave you what I gained.
What?
Just all of it and then go back.
Just whatever you're willing to get rid of. Like, I don't want to take too much from you. You got to keep your thicky thick, you know?
If I could go back to my ideal weight, which is 126. 126, my sister thinks I'm too skinny, but I am really, really loving 126. I look just barely like hungry, which I think is like a really good look. 126 is my goal.
Fuck yeah. You'll get back. It's not that far. It was just like, it was one winter away. You could like get there in half the time.
I think so.
You could do it by
Skankfest. I need to be fit for Skankfest.
I don't know if you could lose. I don't know if you could safely lose 17 pounds in like 6 weeks.
Watch me. Watch me.
All right. Just be safe, sister.
I'm going to throw up every damn day if I have to.
God damn it. No, you look lovely.
All right. Thank you. What is new, homie?
Well, I don't know. I have a few things. First of all, the Gas Digital team gave me an update on, they were listening to the beginning of our show last week when we talked about female peeing issues where like you could like, they had no idea that you could like pee over the seat. Like if you just sit up really straight and push your urine stream out, that it'll just pop right over the seat. And they were telling me, brace yourself, it's disgusting.
Okay.
They were telling me that if you wait too long after you come to pee, your pee will shoot out in 2 different streams.
I knew that.
Separate.
I knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It sounds like
it's a cum block.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Like if I had a penis, I might do it like 1 or 2 times on purpose.
But you know when the like, okay, so like that first pee, there's probably a little piece of dried cum that like flaps up.
Yeah.
And then flies out.
But imagine how satisfying it is when the blockage gets cleared and you're shooting straight again. Like maybe you could like push your stream out a little harder and like clear up the blockage.
Men get it. Men get it all.
They get all the pleasure. God damn it.
God damn it. Why do they get all the fun?
Yeah, so that was an update.
If you got to choose your gender in your next life, would you be a man or a woman?
I always find that really hard because
and you couldn't remember. Well, that doesn't make sense.
It sucks because I love being a girl. Like, I know. I find it fun.
It is fun.
Like I feel like men are.
I also just want to jerk off a dick of my own.
Right.
Does that make me trans? I guess
no,
is the question.
I love the idea of jerking my own dick off. Trust
and like
me.
Fucking a pussy with a dick.
Yes.
Sounds so fun.
Yes.
Like being the penetrator sounds really dope.
Mm-hmm.
It feels so manly.
If I got to switch bodies with a man for one day, I would try to get as much pussy as possible.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, like, I'd be carrying bitches on my arm.
Because like everything else is the same. Like what am I going to go to the zoo as a man and experience that as like everything else is the same. It's just sex that we like experience very differently.
Isn't it funny that even theoretically, if you were a man, you'd like emotionally be a man too. You're like, I just want to fuck. There's nothing else to do. I think you are a man already.
I gotta get my dick off. I hope it's big. I'm already fucking insecure about my possible little dick.
Mm-hmm. If you could eat yourself out, would you?
No.
What?
No, it just seems like it wouldn't.
If I could eat myself out every time I talk to you, my pussy would be on my own breath.
Comfortably? I imagine the only way you'd be able to do it is to lie down on your back and then have the flexibility to like, you know when you do
lift
like
your ass up.
Candlestick pose where you like lift your ass up? If
over,
you could make
like
it
knees to your forehead?
I'm thinking just knees on the ground next to you. They're just next to your ears. They're sitting down.
Yeah.
And
what of you? You could almost eat your own ass there.
And yeah, you could do whatever you like, really.
You could rim yourself.
I'll bet there's contortionists who could do it.
I bet there are girls that can eat themselves out. There has to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem that far away.
It is, though.
I mean, the closest and farthest.
If we feel that way, men must really feel that way with like their dick pointing up at them.
I feel like if I had a dick,
how close could you get to just the tip of your dick being in your mouth?
If I had a dick, let's say this is my dick.
Kim, you'd have a big dick, so don't undersell yourself here.
Right, this is my dick. Hard,
yeah,
right?
I like that.
That's like a good.
That's fucking good.
Is that a good dick?
Touch it. It's good. You want me to?
Yeah, touch it, girl.
Yeah, can I? It's kind of wobbling all over the place. I like it when
look
could really extend it.
Look what you've done.
Really make it come out. I love that.
All right,
anyway, show me this dick. Yeah. It felt really awkward to touch it for some reason. I need you to know that. You can't.
Uh-huh.
You can't, Kim.
Just the tip.
You can't suck your own dick.
But I'm close enough to where I could work on it and figure it out.
Yeah,
and I could suck off the tip of it for sure.
If you're not overweight, if you're not overweight,
and you do yoga, you can suck your own dick.
Yeah. Actually, I agree with that. Now, just watching you've done that,
yeah,
it's like
this was not...
you were 2 inches away.
And in yoga, you can get like 5-6 inches.
Guys, if you can't suck your own dick, you're doing something wrong.
If you can't suck your own dick, you're fucking lazy.
Yeah, you're fucking lazy.
Stretch, bitch, in the morning. Then suck your own cock and get to work.
Honestly, why do you have us do it? They're just telling us that they can't do it so that we'll fucking do it for them.
I don't know. Don't work.
I can't reach. You can't even touch my toes.
But you can reach. It's like, all right.
Clever men. I think I would be a woman to answer your question. I don't know. Something about being a dude, it's like, I think it does have to do with dick size. It's like, if you don't get dealt a big dick, who wants to be that dude, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, as a woman, it's
I don't know.
I got a nice pussy. I'll work on my body if I have to, you know? Everybody's pussy is about all right.
I don't know, dude. I can't knock small dick dudes. I can't, because I say this in a set and I'm not trying to do a bit. Like, I'm
not knocking them. My point is, like,
I don't know. I've never had, like, a tiny dick, though.
I would have an issue with it if I had a tiny dick.
I've only had average and above.
I'm not talking about as a girl. I'm talking about if I was the dude and I had a small dick, I know it would get to me.
Yeah, probably.
Especially having been a woman already and knowing my female perspective about it.
Yeah, but you just got to find a girl with a real small pussy. Everyone's got someone.
No, you're right.
Everyone's got someone, dude. If you're out there and you got a small dick, don't be discouraged by this. There's someone out there. There's a little Asian girl that you will hurt somewhere.
No, I'm not
a little girl, not like a child, like a woman.
There's a little Asian schoolgirl who you're just really gonna rip apart. No, I'm not trying to discourage those with the small dicks. Actually, power to you for doing your thing.
For not killing yourself.
I'm amazed.
Alex is getting meaner and meaner. Power to you for just still being alive and like being able to look yourself in the mirror every day.
Good for you for whipping it out. I mean, gosh.
Oh, man. Yeah.
This is getting mean. I don't mean to be mean.
If you have a small dick, I'm telling you right now, if you're listening to this and you're like, I need to turn this off because this is fucking
it's triggering you.
And it's triggering you, don't. First of
please.
all. Second of all, you just have to be like just don't act like it. That's so important. I promise you, if you're like a funny, cool, confident guy and you have a small dick, someone's gonna love you and suck that fucking tiny dick all day long. Someone will. Just treat the bitch right. Yeah. And don't call her a bitch.
Treat that fucking bitch.
Treat that fucking slut right.
Treat
and
that
respect
whore.
that whore.
Good.
You respect that slut bitch.
That's really good
advice. Not a good, clean episode at all.
I thought that was really good advice, though.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true, and I promise you.
Many. I feel like there are few dicks in the world that can't be loved. Very few.
Yeah, you know
they exist. I'm sure
there are so many.
But if you're listening to this show, you don't have one. Sorry, what were you saying? There's so many girls.
There are so many girls that have been hurt by big dicked guys that they would just rather have a dude with a small dick that's nice to them.
That has also got to be true.
It's absolutely true.
I feel like when you give the big dick up, you give it up forever.
Yeah, dude.
Right?
Well, yeah.
You think you go out looking for another big dick?
No. Because you know what comes with it. You know the kind of man it comes with.
Exactly. So,
there's huge dick? No. I'm out. I'd rather almost be with a man with a small dick than a huge dick. I don't need a man with a huge dick slinging his fucking horse cock around. If your dude has a huge dick, it's not going in just you.
How big is huge in this scenario?
Give me my dick again.
Yeah, take a dick measure.
If you go to Hardy, that goes here.
Let me see it. That's quite large.
That's pretty big, right?
I've never quite seen one that large. Yes, that's really big.
Okay, let's be more
She's
realistic.
showing me like a 9-incher.
Okay, it really just takes a couple inches to make a difference. Wow.
It's amazing what an inch can do.
Yeah, if you got a dick like this, get the fuck away from my heart.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it.
I don't know.
I can't have a 9-incher. No.
9 inches is a lot.
No, that dude is not just fucking you.
And also, like, where's he putting it? Like, there's not 9 inches in me.
You got to get a king bed now. It's like a whole fucking thing.
It's way too much.
You don't want that mess. He comes fucking gallons. It's a whole thing.
Do you think the bigger the dick, the more they come?
No, I think that's balls.
You think the bigger the balls, the more
Actually,
they
I don't
come?
know. I've never really seen a difference in balls and cum.
That. I feel like it just depends on the day for certain guys. Siri.
Hey, Siri.
Go ahead.
Is the bigger the balls, the more cum you get out of them?
I don't even know if you phrased that right. Is the bigger the balls?
Is the bigger the balls, the more cum you get out of them?
Is the bigger the balls, the more cum you get out of them?
Web.
Did he look for the right thing? I'm
No.
really disgruntled by your fucking
Hey,
sensual
Siri?
male Siri.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
If a guy has
Phrase it better.
If a guy has big testicles, is there more cum that comes out of it? I said that wrong.
So bad.
It's on the web.
Jesus. You ever feel like Siri puts you on the spot and you can't get the words out right?
Okay, I found something from healthline.com. Are my testicles too large and should I be worried? The testicles are oval-shaped organs covered by a pouch of skin called the scrotum. They're also referred to as testes. I don't like that.
No.
The testicles are held in place by a spermatic cords, which
medical?
are made of, I don't know.
Testes?
Yeah? Testes, yeah.
Ugh.
A muscle and connective tissue. The testicle's main job is to produce sperm and hormone testosterone. Normally, each testicle is about 2 inches long, though it's not unusual for one
Really?
testicle to be slightly larger than the other.
That's cute. They're like boobs.
Aww.
They're like boy boobs.
They're brothers, not twins. They start to grow around 8 and continue to grow until the end of puberty. Large testicle size. If your testicles grew to a larger than average size, you may experience no health-related issues or other complications. That's a weird way to say
Are
that.
there 3-inch testicles? Because if 2 inches average, then 3 inches isn't that much above average. 150% testicle.
But one 2013 study published in Journal of Sexual Medicine suggested that larger testicle volume is associated with a higher risk of cardiovascular disease.
Oh, no.
Bigger balls, sensitive heart.
Bigger balls, weaker heart, yo. It's got to pump all that blood to your balls.
Having large testicles is also associated with greater sperm production and higher levels of testosterone, as well as higher levels of
All right,
aggression.
now we're talking.
Conversely, other research suggests smaller testicles are associated with lower levels of sperm production.
And also more aggression.
Researchers have also found that men with smaller testicles, yes, absolutely. Smaller testicles tend to be more nurturing fathers. On average, they also have lower levels of testosterone.
You guys, there's something out there for the big balled dudes, and there's something out there for little balled dudes.
If you have little balls, you love your children. If you have big balls, you're going to die of a heart attack.
I'm going to say this right now. I feel like this episode's for the boys.
This one's for the boys who have a big ball sack, who gonna have a heart attack. Your balls are fine the way they are. This one's for the boys.
That was so fucking genius.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks for that, Kim.
It was a play off of a country song called This One's for the Girls.
Well, that one goes out to all the boys in America. The girls here at Broad Topics. Be proud of your cock. Be proud of your balls.
Be proud of your cock and balls. Be proud of your cock and balls. Because at the end of the day, that's what you're gonna say.
So the other night, Mike Harrington ambushed me on Robbie the Fire Bernstein's podcast.
Okay.
I think it's called Run Your Mouth Podcast.
Okay.
Ambushed me about slandering him on this show a few weeks ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Herringbone.
Yeah, Bonington.
Bonington.
Yeah.
Hafferty. We always come up with weird nicknames for Harrington.
It goes Harrington, Herringbone, Bonington, and then whatever you want afterward.
Half-fi-fi.
Schlamminghorn.
Fleek-the-fry. Frick-the-dick. It starts sounding like Sims characters.
I really like it. Really Rick and Morty, like off, like the third characters.
Yonk, yonk, yonk.
Yankety schmoil.
It just has to be 3 syllables or more.
Shrunken drine.
Shrunken dry.
Shrunken drine. We need you for something.
Harry he. So what happened?
So it was the episode Wishy-Washy Wedding of our show that we discussed. Throwing a little wedding for you and Lewis.
Oh, he didn't like. I bet this was about Mind Meld.
No.
Oh.
Mind Meld didn't even come up. He was upset that we talked about his poker strategies.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course he is, because this motherfucker takes poker more serious than anyone I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. I explained that on the show.
Was he mad that, like, we put out his secrets?
I mean, first
what did
of all,
he say on the show?
He's telling me that I got it all wrong, that this is his strategy, that it's a proven strategy. It works. He was trying to bully the other guy out. We came in at the wrong moment and fucked him up. And then we're talking shit about him.
I mean, he's not wrong. We did do all those things.
It's true.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. I love a little drama.
They ruled that we were slanderous and then told
what?
me to apologize, and then I told them that if people want to hear the fucking slander of Mike Harrington, to tune into Broad Topics. I will not apologize.
Yes.
So here
good.
we are.
We will not apologize. We will fight to the death before you hear an apologize. Apologize come out of our mouth.
I will not apologize for this.
I will not apologina for this. Apologina.
Apologina.
I apologize for this. You know what? My deepest apologies.
My deepest apologies.
Sorry, I'll send my condolences.
Condolences.
Well, you know what? Herringbone.
We're not sorry.
We're not sorry. We'll never be sorry.
I said it the other day and I'll say it again. We're not fucking sorry.
She said it the other day. I'm doubling down on what she said. We're not sorry.
Thank you, Kimmy. You're a dear friend.
But we love you.
Yeah.
But come fight us if you need to. I don't know.
He's working on a dick mold or something.
I literally was just going to say, I walked into the studio and he was like making a mold of his dick. And I was like, I got to do my podcast and get dinner and go home because this is a lot.
He like had it like 2 feet from her when she walked in.
It was like I could see like
the water on it.
It was still wet. Yeah, it was like still drying.
Well, he had to pour water into it afterwards. So I was like, this thing just had your dick in it for 10 minutes and now just water.
Ah! Oh, dick water?
Just dick water.
That sounds like a Linkin Park album.
Yeah, dick water.
Chocolate covered starfish and dick water. Oh, shit. Gross. All right. Before we keep going, I want to take a moment and talk about our fucking wonderful sponsors. Our daddy-os, our Papa Dukes, our distillate daddies. Whoa. Distillate dads.
Distillate daddies.
Our dadstillets.
Our dadstillets.
It's smoked honey, dude. They are the shit. We love them.
Earlier today, we fucking smoked a joint here at Gas Digital Network with some dab dart in that bitch. And the way that I described it, I feel like it's so on point. It's like taking a regular joint and putting smoked honey on it makes it a super joint.
Oh, man.
It's like a superhero of joints.
Anytime me and Lewis roll, we like to roll them in our blunts.
Amazing.
I love
very
doing
Puerto Rican of you. I like it.
Thank you. I love doing the distillate on the blunts because I use the wax to seal the blunt, but it also makes it burn so slow.
Yes.
It literally turns one blunt into like 3 because I'm like have to clip them and come back to them because it's just a slow burn. You feel like you're getting double the high.
You always end up clipping them.
Always.
I love the idea of sealing it with the wax because there's a bunch of ways you could do it. You could lay the wax down on the inside, which I usually do. Sometimes if I want to be really fancy, I like coil the wax around the outside of the joint. I make like a spiral.
God, you're an artist.
Ready? And then if you really want to get fancy, if you have a little keef on the side, you could just like
dip it
like it's like an ice cream cone and sprinkles, right? You dip it and the smoked honey, the distillate there will grab onto your keef.
Why did my mouth just water?
Isn't that the best?
How is that a reaction?
Sometimes when I want to treat myself, you know?
Hell yeah. So you guys, if you want to get your own distillate, I would do that. Hit up Smoked Honey CA. You have to be 21 or over. These guys are located in San Diego, but they're all over the California area right now. So hit up smokedhoneyca.com or on Instagram at Smoked Honey and tell them that Alex and I sent you.
Let's get back to the show.
Let's do it. Yeah, I can't wear these stripes anymore.
Oh, I like the stripes, Kimmy. Look, they make your boobies look beautiful.
They make my boobies look big, but everything damn else. I look like I'm fucking getting ready for birthing someone.
You look fucking gorgeous. Look at my sad little boobs next to yours.
Your boobies are beautiful.
Oh, thank
I love
you.
your little boobies.
Thank
They
you.
go perfect. I've never seen big titties in a tie-dye top. It just doesn't go together.
You know what? You're right.
Any girl with big titties doesn't wear tie-dye for some
I
reason.
wouldn't be me with big titties.
No.
It's true.
You'd probably be bitchier.
If I looked at... Oh, my God. Hold on. If I woke up tomorrow with
Your
like...
big titty scenario is me becoming rich like my
Holy
Asian on a
shit.
ceiling.
I never even
Tell us what
really
would happen.
thought about this.
If you woke up tomorrow with D's.
I don't even want D's. Like, I'm
C's.
talking like real pretty C's, pretty naturals. Kendra Sunderland's boobs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a different fucking person, yo.
No.
First of all, I'm putting work into getting my ass to match it. Like, if I wasn't just gifted with the ass that matched, I'm putting some work into that so that in literally 3 weeks, I quit my job here. I don't know what to say.
You'd spit at everyone.
I think I got sexually harassed to death, possibly, and was like, I've got to go. I'm not going to press charges. Keep doing what you're doing.
I'm gonna have fun, you guys.
Yeah. And then I start a career in modeling, right? Like,
yeah, dude.
come on.
Yeah, dude. You got to take those ass and
With
titties.
boobies?
Yeah, dude.
Me with boobies?
Yeah, dude.
I'm tall.
Yep.
I would get my shit together, yo.
Yeah.
It's like the lack of boobs that's made me who I am. Because imagine, like, everybody kind of starts out flat. So there's a moment in time
Where we're all equal.
and everybody's in the same field where they're like, oh, yeah, they're going to grow. So I had a long time of expectation where I was like,
when
yeah,
did
they're
you
going to
give
grow
up?
one day.
When were you like, this is not going to happen?
I think like 16 and a half, and like seeing friends. It was like the act of seeing friends changing in front of me and seeing their tits like no shirt on, no bra on, and being like, yeah, I'm nowhere near that. It's not going to, if it hasn't happened now, it's not happening. Like, I'm so far from that.
That's crazy. Do you think if you have kids, your boobs will get bigger?
Yes.
Because
I
your
do.
mom had small boobs and then she had big boobs?
Yeah,
or no?
in part. Like I think her boobs were bigger than mine are, but still, I just think that I can't imagine going through 9 months of pregnancy and having a baby in me and not having them like plump out a little bit. I don't know how long it'll last after I stop breastfeeding, but I'm gonna milk them for all they're worth, you know?
Yeah, I get you. Do you want to have kids specifically because it'll make your titties big?
No.
Okay.
I want to have kids because like tiny toes.
Because you want something big out of your pussy
Yeah.
instead. I got it.
I want to shoot one out.
Same reason we all want kids.
You
We
know.
all want to feel it come out.
Yeah.
That's why I want kids.
I asked my my sex ed teacher in college. It was like a community college sex ed class. When we were talking about giving birth, I asked her whether part of it is a little bit satisfying when the baby finally comes out. And she was like, nobody ever mentions that. But yeah.
No.
Yeah. She was like, it's funny that nobody ever mentions that. But like, yes, part of you, like after all of this pain of labor,
You're like, it's like a big dump.
like, yeah, like imagine that when the baby like comes out and you're like, that hurts, but holy shit, it's out after 9 months.
My sister described my nephew as a giant poop that she took.
The biggest poop of my life.
She used the word shit too. She's like, it felt like I just took the biggest shit and then I just felt better.
I imagine. I feel like a lot of people do shit when they give birth.
Yeah, she also took the biggest
She
shit.
also took the biggest shit. That's something I'm nervous about. I don't want to shit on my newborn baby. I really don't.
I do. So it knows who's alpha now.
It knows who's boss.
I'm literally, if I don't need to shit, I'm going to make myself shit on it.
Just gonna force it.
I'm eating Taco Bell before I deliver.
Push from both ends.
Amy Schumer just had her baby.
I know.
It came out of her cheek.
What?
I don't know.
Oh yeah. I don't want to poop on my baby.
I feel like Amy Schumer would give birth out of her mouth.
Oh, she puked up a
If
baby.
you had the choice, And your jaw, it had to break your jaw.
No.
You would go vag?
The old natural way is perfectly fine.
If you could choose any other hole for it to come out of.
I've got to do a lot of stuff with my jaw. I have to eat. I have to talk.
What if you could shit it out instead of pussy it out? I'd shit it out instead. Because that's like already had like pre-training.
I just can't let my baby be in there with like poop particles. That's why I don't want to poop on it.
Oh, you're a dumb bitch. Let your baby in there with the poops.
Call me old-fashioned.
Call me my friend Jessica, her mom got in a car accident when she was like 9 months pregnant with her, like a bad car accident, and they rushed to the hospital to deliver the baby. So they're like, we need to deliver the baby now. Like, you're already there. We're doing it. And I guess there's like something that happens. I don't know. Someone who's listening to this probably knows better than me, but there's something that happens to some babies where like they get scared, so they hold in all their poop when they're in the womb. And when
do you poop in the womb?
I think so.
No, because then we would have poop coming out of our
Siri,
vaginas.
do babies poop in the womb?
No, think about it, Kim.
I found this on the web.
They cry in the womb.
No.
That's really sad.
Oh my God, you could pet them.
Or you could pet them. Wow. Fertilization is 1 in 100 million chance affair. Men release about 100 million sperm each time they ejaculate through the semen of some especially fertile men can contain hundreds of millions of sperm. Only a few hundred may ever reach a woman's egg. Babies are about 15 days younger than the length of pregnancy. I don't get that.
Because they count pregnancy from the day of your missed ovulation or period rather than like the day of conception.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. They use gestational age, not ovulation age.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. Babies float around in the womb for the first week of life. It takes the first tiny ball of dividing cells a few days to move down the fallopian
But do they
tubes.
poop, Kim? I don't think you're going to get to that in this very long article that's starting with the first moments of conception. We're talking like 8 months in. Do they poop?
No, it doesn't say that. But okay, so I guess...
if they did, you would have to release their poop from your vagina. I just want to point that out.
Okay, you're right. So but what she told me was when she came out, when her mom delivered her, as she was pushing her out, she shit. The baby shit, like as it was coming out.
The baby took its very first poop upon entering the world.
But it was so much poop and it was brown that it like covered the baby.
Okay.
And her dad thought it was a brown baby at first.
Okay.
Two very white parents.
very
And it was like it was like an issue for a minute
Very
with the mom
upsetting.
and dad when they took the baby. He was like, the baby was brown.
That was just poop. It's
And
okay.
they were like, we're both blonde.
Gotta wash the poop off the baby.
It was just some poo. I don't even know if that's a true story. Now that I'm saying it out loud, it sounds like a lie.
No pun intended, shitty way to come into this world.
Just covered in your own poop.
From 9 months of just being saddled in your mom's warm womb where she's like maybe putting headphones over her belly and playing nice little music.
I want to be in the
you,
womb again.
Right? Like I literally tell that to my mom, like, Mom, I want to go back in. She's like, get away from me.
Yeah, but the creepy part is you're
disgusting.
actually like trying to go back in. You're like a hand in your mom.
Let me try.
Please, you're like trying to push her head against her pussy. Please.
Yeah, it's gross. It's unhealthy to say the least.
What can you do?
But yeah, it's so weird to go from like that warmth, comfort, never having to breathe, never having to cough, never having anything. Maybe you cry because I don't know.
Why would you cry?
Your hormones is off a little, I guess, because you don't have really many thoughts to think yet. But anyway,
You just cry because it's an emotion exists in your head.
Yeah,
It just is there. You're like, I'll do that.
yeah. You have to experience crying, right? And
I guess everyone's gonna cry for a first time.
And then you're like, oh, what's happening? I feel like I'm shifting around. Like you're fucking, like your mom's ready to give birth. And then you hear all this screaming. It's like a fucking...
Before that happens, the baby's like chilling in there, like floating, like just sitting in there. It's like, you know what? I feel like being upside down today. There's just one day where the baby's like, I'm going upside down.
I'm going to try to do that. And then they do it, and mom freaks out, and she's like screaming and crying and rushing to the hospital. Everybody's panicking.
All you feel is that the house that you live in is just like suddenly shaking and there's yelling everywhere.
Yeah,
the neighbors are yelling. You're
Right?
like, the neighbors are fighting again.
Then she starts pushing, and you straight up get stuck. You're stuck in a really small canal,
and you're just so confused. You're just a human who your head is stuck in a pussy. Like if you take a step back, if you just stop, if we all just took a moment, are you kidding me? If we all just took a moment, took a step back, and just realized what happened to all of us, like. Then your head just stuck in a pussy and you're like this thing.
Picture the most uncomfortable escape from something in your life. Really having to crawl through something that's way too small for your body. And you did that before you did anything else.
And it stinks.
And then, no, it literally continues. Just as you squeeze your little fucking head out and you're being stuffed literally that your upper
No, but as the tip of your head comes out, you also feel little fingers prodding at it and you're like, what the fuck?
Who is that? It's somebody I don't even know.
You're like, I only know the tip of dad's dick and nothing else.
Your head comes out and then literally a vagina squeezing around your neck.
You've got a vagina collar?
You're just in a cocoon of vagina with your head popping
For Halloween, someone could be a newborn.
You have... It's really good.
A birthing baby.
You have a strange man pulling at you and mom fucking lets loose a dump from the back.
Oh, son, you hear... You're like, really, bitch? I'm already
covered.
I've got literally a rear naked choke on with your pussy right now happening.
You're feeling the air for the first time, like you know the feeling of like air touching your skin. That you're feeling that for the first time with fucking birth and.
Okay, you're feeling. These are all the things a newborn feels: fingers on its head, hands on its head, pulling its neck while. It feels a pussy around its neck.
Yeah.
It also feels the mom possibly shitting behind its neck or in front, depending on how lucky you came out. Like, do you come out?
Imagine if you come out upside down facing the asshole.
Like, do they come out facing a certain way?
I hope they come out. If you're laying on your back, I hope the baby comes out face up so that it's looking at you when it comes out.
Hey, Siri.
I'm here.
Which way do babies come out facing? Which way do babies come out facing?
Word it better.
I found this on the web.
Okay. There's something here.
You're really bad at talking to Siri.
Head down, but facing the mother's front. Okay, so it could come out either way.
Okay, so you could either shit in your baby's mouth or on the back of its head.
Yeah, it's a real fucking porno situation. Okay, so yeah, if you're unlucky, you're fucking facing your mom's asshole, and you're like dragging your face around this hospital paper. You know, like it's like, and then and you're going poop down, so they're dragging you.
Yeah,
in the
they're
poop.
dragging you. Your chest is getting some poop as it comes out,
and you're feeling the cold air.
Yeah, along like the cold air is hitting poop on your skin, and that's the feeling you're getting.
And then you come out, right?
Yeah.
You just come out and you're in this world. And then it's like...
They pinch you to make you cry.
Yes, I'm saying if it's the 1950s, you get fucking spanked for some reason. Like, just to add an extra pain, they spank you.
Welcome to Earth, kid.
Welcome to America. Pop. And then you have to take your first breath, which is fucking probably nuts. It's probably
they clear your passageways. They have to you have all this like shit in your nostrils and
you
in
have your
like,
mom's
mouth.
pussy mucus all up in your nostrils, all up in your mouth. You just ate out your mom essentially. They have to take it all out of your mouth, and then you take your first breath,
which sounds so difficult.
And it probably
in tiny baby lungs, tiny little sacs of lung,
and then it probably makes you cough because you're like probably still some stuff in there, so you're like, and then you start crying because you're coughing. You're like, what the fuck is this feeling of crying? It's making me sad, but then. They take you and give you to your mother.
Give you to mommy for the first time. You get to see her pretty face.
And then you see your mother, and then that voice that you heard for 9 months, you're like, this is my God.
Mm-hmm. We're both covered in poo right now, but we'll be better soon. She's going to clean us off.
It's my master. And then you suck her tit. Mm-hmm. What a fucking wild first day.
Imagine all of us, I was actually a C-section baby, so a lot of that didn't happen to me. But
wow.
But a lot of the fact that a lot of us come into the world like that, traumatic. Can't imagine.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rubbed all up against my mom's junk. I remember it.
I was a little too big for mama. I was 9 pounds and change, and my mom was a nice, short, sweet lady.
There was a point up until, and I remember the specific memory still, there was a point up until like high school where I was convinced that I remembered my birth. And now I'm like an adult.
You imagined your birth.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like it looked a lot like your shirt. And just like if that was in a kaleidoscope and you were pushing through a kaleidoscope. That's what my memory of birth is.
That's crazy because just literally within the last year or two, at some point I was fucked up on mushrooms in my house, thinking about like patterns and shapes and like just watching shit going on in my head. And I was like, oh yeah, this was what it was like in the womb. And I had that like very distinct reaction to it and being like that this is a distinct memory of like this is exactly what it was like in the womb, just watching patterns pass and going through like a tunnel of patterns.
Yeah, dude.
We have that same exact feeling about that.
Hell yeah, dude.
What?
We remember the womb, dude.
Guys, if you remember the womb,
Tweet at
us if you remember it, especially if you remember it as being like shapes and patterns and like a tunnel of like colorful patterns like my shirt. Tweet at us, please.
You know what had a similar birth? And when I was really annoyed when I watched it because this was in like 6th grade. And even in 6th grade, I had this memory for some reason. And like now as an adult, I've convinced myself that it's not real. But I remember, this is so dumb. The Rugrats movie came out. And there was a scene where Tommy's little brother, Dill, was being born. And he would... Let's see if we can find it.
Dill Pickles.
Dill Pickles was being born, and his vision of coming out of the womb was like almost like verbatim my memory. And I remember watching it in the moment and being like, that's what I thought I remembered. And I'm like, well, in my head, I'm like, someone who wrote that
also remembers that.
Also has that feeling. Right?
Yes.
Dill Pickles' birth.
I hate that I'm fucking such a druggie because whenever I say things like that, I know to some people it just sounds like, oh yeah, she was tripping and she thought something. But it felt so real.
I know. I was trying to explain to someone at work the other day that like tripping is a lot like you do the drugs. While you're tripping, you understand the meaning of life and all the questions. You know all the answers. And the second it goes away, you forget. It's fucking nuts. Okay, so let's see if we could get this birth. Oh, yes. It was literally this. It was just like this.
Yes. I have a similar visual.
Can we put this clip up on the YouTube?
Yes, for sure.
It was literally just like this. And then a doctor. Like, that's what I remembered in my memory. And I remember watching that scene and being like, wow, that's really close to what I have in my memory. Mm-hmm. And I've never forgotten this specific scene in a movie because of it.
I like that.
Weird, huh?
God damn. Maybe it's true.
Tweet at us if you remember your birth.
Yeah. Especially like anything like in the 9 months leading up to the day that you were born. Just let us know the specific memory, the day that it happened, and what it felt and sounded like, and just sort of the vibe, the general vibe.
Yes. Lewis is so sick right now. He's texting me.
Yeah.
And men are such babies when they get sick.
They are. They literally are, but I like it.
I like it too.
It turns me the fuck on when they're like, come take care of me. Like I'm literally useless here in this bed. I'm like, can we get your dick working?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Yes, just lie there.
I'm like, hi, little baby.
Yeah,
that
lie
I can
there.
Control.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny because
don't move about the house. Just let me do all the work.
You know, like the first few hours of getting sick where you like feel kind of achy and you go, it's coming. When Lewis feels that, he describes it as, I'm so sick already.
I'm so sick.
He's like, I'm so sick. And I'm like, you're not.
Like,
you're
you know it's going to get worse tomorrow,
Yes,
fucker.
I'm like, you're not so sick.
Right.
You're in the beginning stages of being sick, and now he's texting me, I'm going to die. And it's like, so dramatic.
Woof.
But I cannot wait to get home and rub Vicks on my man's chest.
Oh, yes. All over. Get it up on his gullet and such.
If I smell like Vapo Rub tomorrow, you know what I was doing. I was with my man.
If I smell like Vapo Rub and have a terrible, severe cough and cold tomorrow, you'll know.
I was sucking some sick dick.
You know exactly what happened.
I was slobbing on some snotty dick.
Oh, shit.
What if dicks got clogged like noses? Or in pussies, too. Like, yeah, they're like, I gotta go blow my puss.
Oh, that would be kind of satisfying. Just queef.
And it's in a tissue?
Purposefully queef. That sounds disgusting, though. Because when you have your period, you'd really blow a mess.
Are you like nosebleed or mouth lip bleed?
But it would be nice if you could this is so gross, but it would be really nice if you could sit down on the toilet and just blow out your period.
Oh, my God.
Be done with it all at once.
I'd blow out all my blood in a minute. I'd take the iron pills while I was blowing it out.
I would fuck the toilet up, bitch.
I would just straight up fuck my toilet.
Wow.
This is pretty gross. Honestly, I don't even know where to go from there.
Yeah, that was one of the grossest things we've ever said.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I'm proud of us.
Sounds good. I would do it.
There's this like Facebook that this guy started in my hometown, and it's like pretty cool. It's like, oh, if you're doing something, you know, everyone here supports each other. They all subscribe to each other's shit. And I was like, cool. And I posted broad topics, and then he messaged me, and he was like, hey, is it like very like vagina heavy? Because I tried to listen to the first episode. It seems like it's more for girls. And I was like, you don't get it.
Oh, God. I don't remember our first episode. Was it vagina heavy?
Probably.
I'm sorry I carry a vagina with me all day long.
I thought that our first episode was called Not Those High Chicks.
Yeah. It is.
Oh.
I don't know what we talked about.
Me neither. But it was
We both have vaginas. It's like going to come up. Like if you listen to fucking penis shows, penises come up sometimes.
Oh, my God. Legion of Skinks?
Yeah. They're always talking about their penises.
Constantly.
Or someone else's penis.
Mm-hmm.
It's like...
Oh, no.
Oh, son of a
God
bitch.
damn it. Who left the fucking...
Son of a whore.
Oh, you fucking cock me. Shut up!
Shut up, I'll cock them all.
Alex left the studio mic on. And,
It didn't come up till now somehow.
hold on. She's got to turn it off. Wow, we got really lucky that we got to go a whole almost 47 minutes before we heard anyone come in here.
Without all those fucking cocksuckers running the yappers.
That's how much nobody's working at Gas Digital right now.
Everybody's outside smoking. When Kim got here, she had to ring the bell.
I had to call you.
She rang a bunch of times and then had to call. And I was like, yeah, sorry, man. We're all in the back smoking pot.
Oh, man. And you know what the worst part is? It only took like 30 seconds to buzz me in, and then I came in and no one was smoking pot anymore. I was like, cool. I just waited outside while you guys finished your J.
Fucking finishing a joint while you called.
It's fucking the worst.
So mean. Terrible people here.
The worst of the worst.
Oh, indeed. I missed our meeting this morning. Just didn't exist to me. Isn't that terrible?
Nah.
It's one of the worst things I've ever
I
done.
feel like you're there for every meeting,
It's
though.
the worst thing I've done as an employee here yet.
Did you come in crying and apologizing?
I wasn't crying, but I apologized profusely and then made like 20 inappropriate jokes about it because I was so uncomfortable about missing it.
I do things like that at work.
I was like, well, you know, maybe if I was at the meeting, I would have noticed her.
It's so funny. I'm like so inappropriate at work that I think they said something in the writer's room that was like a little inappropriate the other day, and I wasn't there. And they're like, is that too far? And they were like, Kim would say worse. That's what they told me they said. They're like,
I'm
Kim
trying
would
to
take it
avoid
further.
being that.
I'm that, and it's just, it is what it is. Like even today, they were one of the writers was like, oh, let's go, because they say, let's go pound this out. And then the other one kind of laughed, and he was like, yeah, let's go pound it out in the other room. And I was like, yeah, let's go fuck each other. Like, it's like, I always have to take it. Just,
so
and it was
funny.
so loud. The whole office
so
heard
fucking
me.
funny, though. Come on.
It's so funny. How could you not?
What's up their asses?
And it's
Come
also
on.
rule of thirds. Like the third one has to be the funniest thing. It's like they put the pressure on me.
I think you did really well with that.
Thank you. I thought
shit.
so too. Everyone laughed, but
You
it's
know
also
what?
like, here I am again being me.
Fuck them. Do you ever say a joke in a serious moment at work, like where there's a meeting that you don't realize how seriously everybody's taking the meeting and you're kind of fucking cracking jokes?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it happens. It happens everywhere in life with me.
Brah.
A lot of the time someone dies and I try to make a joke. Because
Too
that's like,
soon.
I can't even handle like being like, I'm sorry. I have to be like, well, he was old. His
like-
balls were old, huh? It's like always like too much. I can't handle death, so I try to be funny.
Oh, like when a coworker just lost someone in their lives or
Yeah.
something, you can't
yeah.
you can't be like, oh, I'm really sorry for your loss.
Yeah, no.
That's great.
I have to like write a roast joke about it or something fucked up. It's too much. Too much.
Did the nurse clean grandma's pussy before she croaked? Like,
It was like, my grandma was the most beautiful lady, and it's like, I'm sure she doesn't look great now. It's like, oh, Kim, stop. Don't
do that.
shut up.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're a downright bitch. I love it.
I'm a downright bitch.
You're like me with boobs.
Fuck. Well, you guys, We did it again.
We fucking did it.
We conquered another damn week. Me and you.
I like the way we're conquering things.
I love this podcast. I have to say it. I love doing it. It really is so much fun. Every week it goes by so fast filming because it's such a good conversation. And we hope you guys enjoy it too. And if you do, let us know. Leave a review.
Fuck yeah.
Subscribe.
Leave us an iTunes review. They go a long way.
Subscribe, review, and come up in our shoe.
We really don't. We always talk about poo.
Poo. Okay.
If you were born in poo, then subscribe and review.
Oh, that's good. If you were born in poo, subscribe and review. If you were born face up, you licked your mom's clit probably, but still subscribe and review.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon. Check out Stone Science. Season 2 out now, youtube.com/Stone Science or on the Gas Digital Network. Super funny episodes.
Fuck
really
yeah.
excited about that. Do I have anything coming up? I don't know.
Subway Creatures
podcast on Gas Digital Network. Also, Alex, what do you have to plug?
Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at I am Alex Scar, and check out all the shows I produce for Gas: High Society Radio, In Godfrey We Trust, and Irish Goodbye Podcast.
Yes. All right, guys. We'll talk next week.
Peace.
Bye.